Have you ever looked around at our world and felt a chilling sense of déjà vu, as if the scenes unfolding before us were foretold centuries ago? My journey into understanding these ancient prophecies began with a simple question that I now pose to you. Are we living in the end times? Today, let's dive into the depths of prophecies, historical contexts, and the diverse interpretations that have both united and divided believers. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine a world teetering on the edge of ruin, skies darkened with fire, machines falling from the heavens, societies unraveling into chaos. These are not scenes from a Hollywood blockbuster, but images deeply rooted in the Book of Revelation and other prophetic texts. I invite you to reflect. Are these mere symbols, or could they be literal warnings of our future? For Orthodox Christians, the belief in the second coming of Jesus Christ isn't just a distant hope. It's a cornerstone of their faith. This belief profoundly influences how they perceive the world and its future. It's not merely a doctrine, it's a living, breathing part of their daily lives, offering comfort and guidance in uncertain times. How does this perspective, which intertwines faith with the anticipation of a transformative event, shape their understanding of the world around them? The concept of the end times varies significantly across Christian denominations. While some view these prophetic events as symbolic, others await their literal fulfillment. The Bible presents a rich tapestry of visions and predictions, offering different scenarios for how the world might end. This diversity in interpretation highlights the multifaceted nature of faith and prophecy. It raises profound questions about how we understand and anticipate the future based on ancient texts. Biblical foundation. Going back to the roots in Genesis 3:15, we find a promise of hope amidst humanity's fall from grace. This early prophecy sets the stage for an ongoing struggle between good and evil, a theme that resonates throughout the biblical narrative. It's a story of redemption and overcoming adversity, offering a promise that despite our human flaws and failings, there is a victory over evil awaiting us. This narrative offers a lens through which to view not only our personal struggles, but also the larger challenges faced by humanity. Historical context. History often serves as a backdrop for prophecy. Consider the nation of Israel, a central figure in biblical narratives. Isaiah's prophecies, for instance, paint a picture of a future where righteousness and justice prevail. Yet they also warn of a day of judgment for the proud and arrogant. This juxtaposition of hope and warning is mirrored in the historical and present-day struggles of nations. How do these ancient prophecies resonate with the current state of the world, and what lessons can we draw from them? Concept of the Day of the Lord. The Day of the Lord is a concept rich with meaning and anticipation. It's more than just a date. It represents the culmination of a divine plan, a moment in history where the scales of justice are balanced. This day is envisioned as a time of reckoning, but also as a day of hope, responding to the yearning for justice we see expressed in Revelation. The concept challenges us to consider what divine justice might look like, and how it intersects with our understanding of morality and retribution. Signs of the Rapture. Matthew 24 presents what many interpret as the early signs of the end times: false prophets, wars, famines, and earthquakes. Yet it also cautions against misinterpretation. Distinguishing between normal historical occurrences and genuine signs of the end times is a complex task that challenges both believers and scholars. How do we interpret these signs in a way that is faithful to the text, yet mindful of the world's ongoing turmoil and suffering? Modern relevance. In our current era, marked by natural disasters, political upheaval, and global instability, some see these events as fulfillments of biblical prophecy. But is this interpretation accurate? Are the events unfolding in our world truly indicative of the times prophesied in the Bible, or are they part of the natural ebb and flow of history? This question is a subject of intense debate and reflection within the Christian community and beyond. False teachings in the latter days. The warning in 1 Timothy 4:1 about deceptive teachings in later times is especially relevant in our era of widespread misinformation. Discerning truth from deception becomes a paramount challenge for the modern believer. How do we navigate these complexities while remaining anchored to the core teachings of our faith? This dilemma underscores the importance of critical thinking and spiritual discernment in a world where truth and falsehood often intertwine. Indicators of the end times. Significant indicators, such as the rebuilding of the Jewish temple and the evolving global dynamics around Israel, are often cited as signs of the end times. Respected Christian leaders and theologians point to these developments as clear indications of prophecy unfolding before our eyes. These interpretations suggest that the ancient prophecies are not relics of a distant past, but living, breathing predictions coming to fruition in our time. Israel's central role. The establishment of Israel as a nation in 1948 is frequently cited as a significant prophetic fulfillment. The promises made to Abraham and the visions of prophets like Ezekiel and Daniel underscore Israel's pivotal role in end-times prophecy. This perspective positions Israel not just as a historical or political entity, but as a key player in a divine narrative that spans millennia. How does this interpretation of Israel's role influence our understanding of current geopolitical events and their potential spiritual significance? As we conclude this exploration, the importance of approaching these profound topics with wisdom and discernment cannot be overstated. Whether you view the signs of the end times in our current world as literal fulfillments of prophecy or as symbolic lessons, the call to preparedness, awareness, and spiritual reflection is clear. In closing, we reflect on the implications of these teachings for our lives. The belief in Christ's imminent return is not just a theological concept, but a call to live with purpose, hope, and anticipation. I invite you to ponder how these ancient prophecies resonate with our modern world and to share your reflections. Are we living in the end times? Share your viewpoint in the comments.